Welcome everybody to the all-new ADV7 from Highfield Boats. This is a completely new design for us as a brand and a complete departure from our aluminium rib range that you've grown to know and love over the last 13 years. This is the first GRP boat that Highfield have ever made. The ADV7 is the first crossover 7-meter boat on the market today. Not a rib, not a true hard boat, a mix of the two. We've designed this boat to give you the best of both worlds. The internal space advantage of a hard boat, we've got a 2-meter internal beam, 5.2-meter internal length, with the security and the safety that you associate with the tubes on a rib. These tubes will help water deflection, will help you with your recovery in a bumpy sea, and will give you super confidence in a close quarter maneuvering position when you're coming into a harbour or a marina, particularly on a windy day. You'll notice the way this boat looks from the side on. Very, very high riding hull, very clean lines, standard V, very sharp entry, 22 degrees at the stern. She'll take up to 250 horsepower, where she'll run at somewhere around 45 to 47 knots, extremely sporty, with a very, very fine angle of attack at the bow. So a great offshore distance machine, much like the rest of the Highfield rib range, but with the added freeboard advantage that you get from a hard boat. So while we're talking about the hull, you'll notice this hull is non-stepped. Now, we've designed that for a very good reason. We know that on a boat of this length, actually putting steps into the design makes very little difference to its overall performance. And we know that your ownership experience is very, very important to all of our customers. This conventional V hull will allow you to choose a standard road trailer, will make life a lot easier for you when you're using your floating dry docks, and will make the boat much less prone to damage when you have forklifts lifting onto a dry stack. We'll go on board and we'll show you some more of the details so you can really see the advantage of this crossover product. So welcome on board the ADV7. We'll start at the stern, we'll move through the boat, head to the bow. Again, we've kept the USPs of the Highfield brand. Heavy duty A-frame included in the package price, great boarding platforms with portside boarding ladder, nice EVA teak throughout the entire boat, including the stern platforms. Here, we haven't showed it on this boat, but we have carbon poles to extend the T-top sunshade aft for those Mediterranean and sunnier climates. You'll see we've created easy access on the port side of this boat for you to really enjoy those on-water moments, your kids and your family to get in the water and have a swim. Easily get back on this boat nice and safely, but we've made sure in our design that we don't open up the stern, and we give you the security for your family when you're sitting in a navigation situation for the rest of the backrest area. Look at the size of this sun deck. This is enormous. This sun deck is the biggest of its size in a boat of this class. We have a full 2-meter width, and you can see on this deck easily 4 people can fit on here in comfort. With the sun deck stowed into the port and starboard locker, we have room here for a pop-up full-size table. You can see, again, with the internal space that we're afforded from a hard boat design, you can easily, comfortably sit 6 people around this picnic table to enjoy your time on the water. The table is also removable if you want completely open deck space in this stern area. We have cup holder port side, cup holder starboard side, 2 enormous storage lockers here. Excellent storage hatches in the stern quarters. Those will house your batteries, easy access for you to get to should you have a problem any point on the water. And when trimming the engine, we have the rear backrest section of the boat that will fold inside, so when you bring your boat onto the trailer or you're bringing it into a storage situation, you can fully trim the engine up. Why have we created this design? We've created this design to give an extra 60 centimeters of internal length, which maximizes every inch of this 6.98 meter boat. Fitted to this boat as an optional extra is the Scanstrut Atmos electric pump system. You can access all of your valves on your tubes and it can inflate from within the boat, but more importantly, you can inflate all of your toys, your SUPs, your Ringos, very simply off the back of the swing platform, again, which saves you an awful lot of hassle when you're thinking about storage when you're out for a day with your family. Coming forwards to the back end of the driving position, we have a kitchenette system here, fridge, standard, excellent storage locker, and then flip up, driver and passenger seat that will reveal a sink and a full working platform here for a gas hob, electric induction hob, or just simply a preparation board for your picnics. One thing to note on the ADV7 before we move to the driving position is the internal freeboard associated with this crossover design. The fiberglass volume has allowed us to lift the sides of this boat, which gives you and your family the feeling of really being inside, safe and secure when underway. The 32 centimetre tubes are easy to work with, give you more protection, and it's not a bad place to sit on a good day. So we come to the helm. Well, this is pretty typical of Highfield's ergonomics. Flip down seating when the weather is good, fold up when the weather gets a bit choppy and you need to ride on your knees. You've seen this all before. Look at this T-top, Highfield DNA, overbuilt, solid, no movement in this top. Easy access to the throttle here, great ergonomics. On this particular model, we have a 12-inch Simrad screen linked to a 7-inch Honda digital gauge, the new gauge that they've launched here at Düsseldorf. And we have a Scanstrut wireless phone charger, and then we have a Fusion sound system with 4 LED signature speakers, again lifting the internal image of this boat, especially when coupled to our standard blue LED deck courtesy lighting. As we move across to the passenger side, you'll notice this heavy-duty glass screen. This is not acrylic, this is proper heavy-duty glass, which really again adds to the internal image of this boat and the look of the console. Passenger position, handy glove box, grab handle, so you're secure and safe. But with every Highfield boat, you know, there's always something to grab hold of. Coming forwards, we come into a very sociable bow area. In this particular configuration, we have our U-shaped seating. We have a sun deck that will drop into this section here, which will give you a sun deck, enormous sun deck on the stern, good sun deck size on the bow, 2 separate areas for a family and kids to lounge and enjoy those days on the water. Under my feet here, we have a locker that will take a fish box, or if you go for the optional full sea toilet, we'll take a black water tank. Nice bow storage facility here, good bow locker. This particular boat is fitted with the optional windlass, with easy access to your windlass motor should you have any issues. As with every Highfield, we try and think about the usability of all of our systems. One of the key features of this boat, again due to the hull volume that we are afforded with our GRP crossover design, is our head compartment. We don't think you'll find a head compartment this comfortable on any boat of this size on the market today. You will see just how easy it is and how much space you have in this area. We have option of porta potty, we have option of nothing at all for an enormous storage area, or we have a factory option, as I said, for a full sea toilet. You can see again just what a comfortable place genuinely it is to be, even with the console closed. One thing that's important to know about this design is the tubes are slide on. They're 32 centimeters, they can be slid on by 2 people in a workshop with ease. The great thing about that is it will save the owner a huge sum of money over the course of their ownership experience, and it gives them the option a few years down the line of completely restyling their boat with multiple color options available from our factory. So to give you some specs of this ADV7, she has a fuel tank of about 270 litres, which at cruising speed will give you a range of around 200 nautical miles. The hull's efficiency will allow it to work effectively with 150 horsepower all the way up to 250 horsepower. She's an extremely sporty machine with 250 horsepower. Trust me, it's great fun on the water, a real driver's boat. You have a 40-litre stern shower tank with a transom shower, again, washing off those kids when they come out of the water and they're a bit salty. She is category C coded for an 8-person capacity. Very importantly, because of the crossover design, we're able to offer 30% more internal space compared to a standard 7-metre rib. You can see that from the extra internal volume of the freeboard, the full 2-metre internal beam, and the enormous 5.2-metre usable internal length. So this really is an amazing family entertaining platform, and she's extremely capable, much like every other boat you see in the Highfield range. You can find more details about the ADV7 on our website. Have a look at some of our videos of this boat running. You'll notice she's extremely sporty on the water, enormous fun to drive and extremely capable. Should you want any more information about this boat, please contact your local Highfield dealer. Click up here if you want to watch more Highfield content. Click here to subscribe and click down here to visit our website. Thank you for watching.